And roll up and down the fingers. And into the palm. And the pads of the pinky. And the thumb. Down to the wrists. Up to the knuckles. And let's take the ball into one hand and squeeze between the index finger and thumb. Middle finger. Ring finger. And pinky. Other hand, index. Middle. Ring. And pinky. Let's go around the back. And switch. Switch. And switch. Go through the legs, hinging at the waist. Switch. 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 And drop the ball. Assess the feet. Step on the ball in the middle of the foot, press down 3 times. Up to the knuckles, once on each. Roll across the knuckles. Roll across the top of the heel. Rest just below the ball of the foot. At the side of the top of the heel. And in the middle of the 5th metatarsal. Roll down each of the bones. And scribble. Three, 2, 1. Reassess and repeat 3 times in the middle. Knuckles. Roll across. Roll across the top of the heel. Press in the 3 spots. Roll down the bones. And scribble. Three, 2, 1. Assess. Get the ball out of the way. And let's do some good mornings. We're going to do yesterday's routine today. And then shake the tree. 3, 2, 1, center. Twist at the waist, swing the arms. And center with ocean wave breathing. Fingers and thumb at the base of the spine, step out, gather starlight. Center, gather from the other side. And center. Steps forward. And then elbow towards the opposite knee. Flap the opposite heel in the front. Flap it behind you. And then take a cross step with a twist and a punch. And then walk. Or march. Or jog. So we're going to do the back push 4 with or without something in your hand. Lots of squats, so I wouldn't do squats now. Anything else is good, including what you do on the course. Be safe as the priority. As always, I think I'm gonna, what am I gonna do? I haven't done jacks in a long time. I think I'll do some jacks. And we'll do some rolling after class for anybody who'd like. We get started in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 10, 11. 20. And 30. 2 breaths. Interlace the fingers. Bring the hands up overhead. You're on your toes if you can. Come on down. Bend back if you can. Back to center. Then to one side. Then to the other. Back to center. Lower the hands, press out at the chest. Come on down, interlace the fingers behind the back, raise the hands up. Squeeze the shoulders. Go a little higher if you can. And come on down and shrug. Roll the shoulders back. And forward. Extend the hands and rotate. Go the other way. And one palm down, one palm up, flip flop. Bring one arm across and press in. And then the other. First arm behind the back, press down and in. And then the other. Form a W, squeeze the shoulder blades together and hold. Release, squeeze. Release and squeeze. Release, grab both elbows, rock side to side. And then bring the elbows behind the head and move them back and forth. And come on down and rotate the neck. Go the other way. Nod. And go ear to shoulder. And let's do a side lunge. Go the other way. Come on up and let's grab a stick. We're gonna do a mostly leg routine today. Not too many above the shoulders, but we're gonna do couple of start, but the rest will be down on the legs, Ava. So if you wanna stand by, we're gonna start with some dynamic swimmers in one direction. And then the other. And then side to side. And then we're gonna bring it down to the waist. And twist at the waist. And then bring the stick down to above the knees, bring the hands around front as you hinge at the waist. They're in between the knees and you're pulling up. Then bring the stick around front, hold on with two hands, step back. You're at or near the top, hinge at the waist and stretch the shoulders and upper body. Come on up, bring the stick across the body with one hand, other hand, grab the shoulder, hinge at the waist, and tug gently. Do the same thing the other way. And then bring the stick to the side of the foot. Press out with the top hand, pull in with the bottom as you hinge. Same thing on the other side. And then bring the stick out front. Bring your toes about 6 inches away. Drop the stick to the collarbone at the top, slide down, lift the sole of the foot and wiggle. Come on down. Do the same thing on the other side. And then press the sole of the foot against the stick. First foot. And then the other. All right, come forward with one foot, the other foot you're on your toes. You're going to come down and stretch the hip flexor. Repeat the other way. Come on up, grab 1 foot by the shin, ankle, or toes and stretch the quads. The other foot. And go back to the first foot and bring it up in front. Push the knee towards the back as you hinge at the waist. And then grab the other foot and do the same. And come on up, bring the stick to the front. Hold on with 2 hands, 1 hand or a finger or 2 at the top. Come up on your toes and hold for about 20. And then back on your heels for about 20. And come on down and let's put the stick down. And if you're gonna use something in your hands, grab it or grab them. And of course, there's always 4 moves. There's the squat. There's the raise in the front. There's around the clock, either on the outside or through the middle. And there's a press. We're gonna start slow, pick up speed in the second round of 10, and then go even faster in the third. We're gonna move the squats around in the sequence, but we're gonna start with the squat in 3, 2, 1. And take a breath. And do some front raises. And a breath. Around the clock. And a breath. And some presses. All right, take a few breaths. For round 2, we're going to move squats into the number 2 position. We're going to start with some front raises. In 3, 2, 1. Slightly faster. And a nice breath. Squats. Ooh. Around the clock, I'm going through the middle. We're more than halfway there. And a nice breath. Presses. And take a few breaths. Three, two, one, raises. Squats are going into number 3. Around the clock, I'm going to do 5 and 5. Breath. Squats. And presses. Last one. And turn. Very good. All right. Gather your breath. This week, we're going to do some box breathing. 4 in through the nose, 4 hold, 4 out, either through the nose or the mouth, 4 hold. And let's do a round of 7 of those. All right. Nice deep breaths starting in 3, 2, 1. Last one. And then rub those hands together, cultivate chi. Form a chi bar. And the center of two breaths. Let's open our hearts. And pause on that inhale, exhale, send it out. And the center, two breaths. Bring down chi from above. And gathered from below. And namaste.
Thank you, Thom.
You're welcome, Mira. Sorry about yesterday. Hope you found the video and
Oh, yes, thank you.
okay,
Yes.
great. Good.
Good
Nina,
Thanks.
good to see you.
to see you.
And Richard, good to see you. I'm gonna do some rolling if you'd like. I'm gonna move the camera to the floor and grab a ball and a roller. Gonna start with the ball. I'm gonna put it under the gluteus maximus on one side. Roll around trying to find tender spot and leaning into it, breathing into it. A little bit of pressure, taking it off with my other foot and arms. Three, two, one. Moving up to the gluteus medius, a little higher on the side there, that little muscle. And repeating the pressure. Three, two, one. Going over to the other side, gluteus maximus. And medius. Three, two, one. All right. Going to take the ball out, get the roller, put it underneath the pelvis. Going to lift both knees and then bring them to one side and do 4 circles in one direction. And then 4 in the other. I'll wait for you. Do your 4 circles each way. And then we're gonna do some bicycles. Reverse. And then go to the other side and do 4 circles in both directions again. And when you're done with that, some bicycles. Reverse. And then come to the middle. Make sure the roller is secure under the pelvis. We're gonna do 8 figure eights, starting in one direction for them and in the other for the other. And when you're done, do some bicycles. And then reverse. And then bring the roller to the middle of the back of the rib cage and roll down to the end of the rib cage and back to the middle. Rolling back and forth. And then roll from the middle of the rib cage to just above the shoulders and back to the middle. And 3, 2, 1. That'll do it. All good? All right. See you tomorrow, I hope.